Hey, what's going on guys, it's Butterbar here, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are doing yet again another specialist in-depth video, and we are going over Firebreak. Firebreak is pretty much the pyromaniac of all of these specialists. We got to see him work a little bit in Black Ops 3 when that game was released, and he came back yet again in Black Ops 4. So I'm going to talk about his two abilities, his Reactor Core, which is his equipment ability, as well as his Purifier, which makes a return from Black Ops 3 into Black Ops 4, which is his special ability. I'll kind of go into their breakdowns with cooldown time, so you guys know how long you're going to be waiting to use his two abilities, as well as how many points you're going to be racking up when you're actually using the Reactor Core and the Purifier. So let's get on into it. So for Firebreak special equipment, we have the Reactor Core. Now the Reactor Core is described in the game as emits damaging radiation field that wounds enemies, reducing their max health for a time, as well as preventing healing. Now if anybody's on the other side of the Reactor Core, it is a damaging thing to be around. It definitely sucks not being able to regen your health, because in this game where time to kill is key and being able to heal yourself, and you are actually responsible for healing yourself, it definitely sucks when there's a piece of equipment on the enemy team that actually prevents you from actually getting back in the gunfight, or you actually just regenerating your health to where you're not a one-shot kill whenever you see in the next enemy. So it's a very devastating equipment. It actually pushes through walls, so if there's an objective like objective B in control, and you were on the other side of the wall, you're actually able to use your Reactor Core and actually clear that objective, dealing a lot of damage to anybody that's on the other side of the wall, and it's very helpful for pushing enemies off an objective or pushing towards an objective and getting people away from what you're wanting to capture. Now for cooldown time, you know, we always start on cooldown time, so you want to know when is the first availability that you're actually able to use a Reactor Core. So for the very start of the match, the first cooldown time you're going to be starting with is 55 seconds. So you're going to be waiting about a full minute to actually use Firebreak's Reactor Core. So it's not a whole lot of time, but especially if you're wanting to push towards an objective and you're wanting to get that fast capture right away in the very beginning of the game, you're not going to be getting that, so you're going to be waiting that 1 minute to actually get on to be able to use it. Now for the full cooldown time, you're waiting almost 2 minutes, so 110 seconds is what you're going to be waiting for the full cooldown time. So this is actually one of the longer cooldown times that are actually in the game. Actually, to kind of talk about it, Firebreak has some of the longest cooldown times for his equipment, not only for the Reactor Core but for the Purifier as well. Now for points, anytime an enemy is hit by the Reactor Core, anytime you get a hit marker, which is called radiating the enemy, you get 25 points per radiation. So it definitely stacks up. If you have a lot of people, like in an example of, you know, capturing a point and you're on the other side of the wall and you're using your Reactor Core, you're getting a lot of hit markers, especially if there's like 2 or 3 people on that control point, and you're using the Reactor Core, you're racking up a lot of points. When 25 points is what you're getting for every hit, it does hit up quite a bit, and you're hitting a lot of points before you're actually getting to an assist with the Reactor Core, or even a kill. So when it comes to radiation assist, so if somebody is getting radiated with your Reactor Core and somebody on your team kills that player, you're getting 50 points per assist. So again, that's a huge bump. When you're actually using this thing, you can create a lot of points by racking them up and getting close to your kill streaks. So 50 points for assist is definitely a great way to do it. Now for every kill, not only you're getting the points added up to a kill, but you're also getting an additional 25 points for radiation kills. So the one thing to actually kind of as a misnomer, is you know, something to warn yourself by when you're using the Reactor Core, is it can actually damage you. So for the longer you actually have the Reactor Core used, it will damage you. So kind of be aware that that is kind of the cons of actually using the Reactor Core. Not only is it going to damage other players, but the longer you have it held, the more damage it deals, it's going to be dealing damage to you as well. So kind of be aware of that, but it's also a great thing to be able to clear off objectives using this thing, as well as being able to create a lot of points in your favor. Now on to the Purifier. So the Purifier is his specialty equipment, and this is described as a flamethrower that shoots a steady amount of flames, scorching enemies with close range. So This thing is very devastating. Not as devastating as it was in Black Ops 3, where it was pretty much like you got tapped and it was an insta-kill. Sometimes when you actually use the Purifier, you'll get hit markers, you'll get, you know, a little bit of damage, but it's not as crazy amount of damage that it was in Black Ops 3. I don't know if it'll be changed whatsoever when the full game releases, but that is one thing that if you're using the Purifier, kind of watch out for that, because that is like one of the cons, is that it does not do an insta-kill when you hit somebody with the fire. Now, cooldown time, like we kind of started off with, cooldown times are 5 minutes before you can use the Purifier. So you are waiting almost to the damn near end of the match to be able to use the Purifier. So hopefully you can use it in a time where, you know, you're trying to push an objective or you're trying to get people off an objective. It is definitely a time to use that, because in close quarters, if you're trying to get multiple targets, this is definitely a great piece of equipment to use. Now, when you pull it out, you're gonna have 50 rounds in the magazine, or 50 rounds in the canister of this flamethrower. So kind of be aware of how much you're using, and you know, what is the range and how many people you're going to be using it. Close quarters is definitely an important thing, being able to use this thing and get a lot of targets, because only 50 rounds is in it, and it does not last forever. Now, you're getting an additional 25 points for every kill. It's not a whole lot, but hopefully you actually have a lot of people grouped up in an area, in a corridor, to where you're using this thing, and not only are you getting the kill points, but you're also getting that 25 points per kill. So like here, hopefully you have a lot of people lined up to where you can use it, and it'll be an asset for you to be able to clear out objectives. I don't know the assists, so if you guys, you know, you're getting Purifier hits, but somebody comes over and gets a assist from you guys while you're using the Purifier, I have no idea how many points you're going to be getting from that. That is one thing I did not calculate, because I didn't experience that when I was playing the beta. So again, you're getting a Purifier hit. It does not kill them right away, but somebody takes that kill. I'm assuming that's some type of Purifier assist. I don't know. I don't know what the point system is for that. If it's anything like the Reactor Core, hopefully you'll get an additional 50 points for the assist, but at this point, I have no idea yet. So if you guys know, if you guys got an assist while you're using the Purifier as playing as Firebreak, please let me know down in the comments, because I have no idea at this point. That's one piece of knowledge that I did not get from the beta, and hopefully if you guys know, please let me know down in the comments below. But guys, that's it. That is my in-depth on Firebreak. He was a lot of fun to use. Definitely if you're wanting to have somebody clear out objectives in domination, control, or any other, you know, search and destroy, whatever that may be, he is definitely a great specialist to use. I had a lot of fun playing with him, and hopefully you have a lot of fun playing with him as well, and you find this video helpful when you're wanting to play as him. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please draw me a like. Let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of the day, guys, and I will see you guys all next time.